Yo, I'm Bob, into Masters of the Universe. Going to be unboxing an action figure from Masters of the Universe Origins. This is Monger, the dungeon dweller of Castle Grayskull. There's the front of the card. So he was one of the characters on the little sticker back in the 80s. Castle Grayskull. One of these days I'm going to get the Origins version of it. I think you can still get that and Snake Mountain. That would be a fun set to review. Here's the back of the card. So this guy comes from Mattel Creations. I hope it's the right figure. I think it is. It came in a mailer box, which I have since dispensed with. Right. How to... Right. Oh, wow. That's an interesting comic book there. It's a mini comic. I thought that it looks a little bigger than a mini comic, but maybe not. Actually a little thicker than a mini comic. Oh yeah, from what I remember seeing online, he has a jetpack, so I can see that kind of outlined in the figure tray. So here, there he is. Wow. All right. Gonna pause the vid, break them out of the figure tray as I usually do, and we'll have a closer look.
Pause video.
So, back in the blink of an eye.
Space. Resume.
Alright, Froggy is out of his packaging, and what's not to like about him? So right off the bat, I noticed what I believe to be a new torso. He's got all these warts going across his chest here, and of course he's got his big giant frog head with his big frog eyes. And he's got fangs. So I am reminded of a short story by Stephen King called Rainy Season, where it rained not man-eating frogs but man-eating toads. Yep, I'm thinking of Rainy Season from Nightmares and Dreamscapes. It's an older short story, but one of my favorites. And it's December as I'm filming this, when I first read Rainy Season a long time ago. But back to Frogmonger. The jetpack here in the back, that is really cool. I mean, yeah, I guess he could hop around if he wanted to, but you know, he could probably leap or hop longer distances with this jetpack on there. That's such a cool little accessory there on the back. And you could probably remove that because it looks like it's just sitting on his ball jointed neck there. He doesn't have to wear the jetpack if you don't want him to. You can just remove the head because the figures are all modular in design. And if you don't want the jetpack on there, you can take that off. The gun here, that's a pretty cool looking gun. Almost looks like he has a triple spear loaded into that gun. It's not removable. That would have been cool if we could have gotten a gun and spear, or a little pronged accessory there he's got loaded in there. So you could have had him, you know, with one, maybe that you could put on a little bitty flight stand, kind of have it, you know, firing through the air. So this guy's origins are pretty cool. I mean, he's kind of a, well, I wouldn't call him a sympathetic character. He was a prince named Lucius. He was selling dark magic to both humans and snake men during their battles. And, you know, he was, I guess, a handsome sorcerer prince. And then he was cursed to look like this. And he was in the dungeons of Castle Grayskull. I was able to read up on the little mini comic he was in online, and he actually redeems himself by helping out He-Man, so that's pretty cool. I do love the idea of this guy working for the evil warriors, though. But he seems like he just wants to be alone in the dungeon with his frogs. So I mean, you can't fault him for that. He's not such a bad dude. I really like the look of him, and I think I would probably display him with the evil warriors or the snake man. Um, maybe somebody uses a spell or brainwashes him to kind of do their bidding. He seems too cool, too interesting to be a goody good. So I might have him displayed with the bad guys, just because to me he just reminds me more of a villain. Or, Frogmonger might do what Frogmonger needs to do in order to further his own ends, so he might not, necessarily want to fight for anybody. But I do like that he helped He-Man out in the mini comic, and did the right thing tried to make up for what he did in the past. So that's a neat little redemption story arc for him. So the figure design, I really like the warts, the cool frog head. I give him a 10 out of 10, especially because of the jetpack, and mine has nice tight joints. I just love the freaky look of Frogmonger, the 3-fingered hands, the big frog eyes, the gun. I have no problems with the action figure whatsoever. Just another award winner. I think it's fast becoming another favorite. I mean, I haven't really come across an action figure in terms of ne'er-do-wells that I haven't liked. They're all interesting from the Masters of the Universe line. Anyway, that'll do for this video, and I'll hear you guys in the next one. Stop taking videos.